Back in. Kyle, of course, a lot of folks are thinking about what's going on in Florida, but there's a lot of families who are starting to get back into the routine on a Sunday night. School is about to start, so they're buckling down for that and wondering what you have in store.
A week from tomorrow.
Well, there's some that go back tomorrow.
Really?
A handful go back tomorrow, and all this week there's more.
I know a lot of the major school districts are next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, kind of depending on. But wow, as soon as tomorrow for some kiddos.
I know.
Woo!
Boy, that's early and hot.
Where has the summer gone?
Yeah.
I mean, it really seems like it's flown by. But yeah, this summer is here. Or I mean, at least maybe on the calendar trying to come to a close. Nobody told Mother Nature that, because this week looks like it might be one of the hottest weeks, or probably will be the hottest week that we're going to have here in North Texas so far this summer anyway, and the hottest temps of the summer so far headed our way. We'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about Debby. Debby off to the west coast of Florida, center of the storm between Cedar Key and Tampa at the moment, is now a hurricane, became a hurricane just before 10 o'clock here. 75 miles an hour, gusting to 90, moving north at 12 miles an hour. Some of the wind gusts in Florida. Tampa's been gusting consistently over 40 miles an hour over the last couple hours here. That buoy just pretty close to the hurricane center of the hurricane, almost 50 miles an hour. So all these wind gusts in Florida will continue to increase as that storm gets closer. Of course, in the bands moving across the central part of Florida, those can spawn some of those tropical tornadoes. So a tornado watch in effect anywhere from Tampa to Sarasota or Orlando, Gainesville, Jacksonville, all included in that tornado watch. That'll continue overnight tonight. Of course, along the coast, you're going to have high storm surge, especially once you kind of enter the bend of Florida there, 6 to 10 feet of storm surge. That's the maximum, at least with this storm. Then it kind of tapers off down the coast, but areas along the western coast of Florida have already seen storm surge from Debby so far today. Hopefully it improves for those areas as the storm starts to make landfall, but of course it'll only get worse for the areas a little closer to landfall. Remember, the storm had 75 mile an hour winds at the moment, intensifies a little bit more overnight tonight, makes the landfall tomorrow morning sometime 7 a.m., maybe a little bit after that, as a hurricane. Will weaken into a tropical storm as it moves through South Georgia, and it continues to be a tropical storm as it may emerge back over the Atlantic, but it's going to slow to a crawl as it moves through Georgia and off the coast of South Carolina and eventually up into North Carolina. And what that's going to do, it's just going to dump, tons of rain in that part of the country, anywhere from northern Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas. Widespread 6 to 12, 12 to 16 inches of rain, kind of the core of the rainfall, anywhere from Savannah to Charleston. Highest totals there, 16 to 20 inches. So there's locations we could be measuring rainfall, or quite a few locations we could be measuring rainfall in feet as opposed to inches with this storm. For us, does not affect our weather in any way, shape, or form. We have high pressure close enough nearby to us the rest of the week, into the weekend, and probably most of the following week as well. Keeps us high and dry, no major changes, triple digits in humidity with little to no rain. Look at our rain prospects through next weekend, and pretty much I could just extend this map beyond as well. Not much in the way of rain. We need a pattern change, kind of like the one that we had where we had that cool down back in July. We need something like that to happen, but it's not going to happen this week. We go up to 104 Wednesday and Thursday. The hottest temp we've seen so far this summer is 102, so 104 would top that, getting close to record territory too, because 106 is the record on Wednesday and 107 on Thursday. Of course, you can see how the heat index starts going up as well. We'll back to be having those heat advisories sometime later this week. Light winds and pretty typical summer night tonight. 77 will be your low, 99 my high tomorrow, and then it's a streak of triple digits. 102 Tuesday, 104 Wednesday, Thursday, staying in the triple digits this upcoming weekend. It may be a pop-up shower storm Friday or Saturday, but I wouldn't get your hopes up at all. Kind of like what we saw this past weekend, where some of you did get lucky, saw a little rain, but I don't see much happening Friday or Saturday, and that leaves us with a dry back to school week next week, and pretty much a copy and paste forecast for that first week of school as well, each and every day right around 100.